Welcome back. So last time in data analysis modules, we have seen how to create your own data sets. Okay, so I have used the OS module here, which I have already used in my tutorials and shown you how to label your data after collecting it. Similarly, an example of my data set which I earlier developed by my own is also been shown in that module. Okay, so in next topic here, how to download and access the local datasets. So suppose we have some local dataset available on some website and it allowed us to download it. So as I have manually downloaded it, and so how to access it. Okay, so as we know that most of the datasets available are in the RAR or in the zip format. So let me have my data here. So one of the data file here I have is the file_zip, which is available on my desktop. So I have downloaded it earlier on, and the size of it is 21.4. okay, so let me unzip it and have my data inside this data module. Okay, so let me delete it and create it now again. So let me create my own folder here, or data directory here. I can also create it by using the OS module, but now I am creating it manually to make you understand all the steps. Okay, so this is the zip file here. Now what I have to do, I have to unzip inside this data module, and later on I can access it by using all the methods which I have used in creating this training data, as we illustrated in the previous video. Okay, so now in order to create this data set, okay, so the first thing here is that we should have imported the OS module, again our OS module, and similarly another module will also be required here, and that will be import zip file. Okay, this is another module which is of very importance, and which will be used seldomly in your data processing task. Similarly, tar file is also another module which can also be used. Okay, so tar file is also very important module. So as in this lecture we are going to use the zip files, so we are not going to touch the tar files. Okay, so let me import them. When I will import them, after it, what I have to do, I have to see the current working directory. Okay, what is the current working directory? So here the current working directory is this one. Let me change it to the same working directory, and what was the path which I have earlier used, and the path is this one. Desktop is the path, and over the path I have this module which is called the file_zip. Okay, so let me join it by using the os.path.join. so path, and that is the file name here is, what is the file name here? That is the file_zip. okay, file_zip dot zip. Okay, so let me call it path_zip. so that is my path. Similarly, let me use the path of my data file, and that is the os.path.join, and again path, and the folder here is what I have created already, this one. Okay, so let me again change directory to the path here. Okay, so now as the directory has been changed, I can easily see here that the os.get current working directory. So the current working directory here, let me, okay, so I have commented all the other values here. So that is the now the path is this one. Okay, so what is the issue here? Data is not defined. So let me see, data is here. Okay, so here this one. Okay, so now we can see the problem is fixed now. So now after doing it, what we have to do, we have to zip our file. We have to unzip our file. So in order to unzip our file, let me call it file underscore zip, and that file is zip file, and inside of it we have another function zip file. And what is that file? In the directory we have the file here, and the file path of the file is path underscore zip. Okay, and after it we have to unzip it, file underscore zipped file. I have to unzip it, extract all. Okay, extract it inside of what? Inside of the path underscore data. Okay, so what will happen? Let me see here. Okay, so it has worked now. So initially this data folder was empty, which I have created, and now after running all the commands here, we can see here that the file contents which were here are now unzipped inside this module. Okay, so now that is the unzipping procedure of any file. So just like this one, we can unzip any file, but it will be better for us to create a single function here to which we will give all the values like the path variable and the name of the zip file, and it will create us the folder in which we have to unzip our file. So for it, let me use a function here which will be unzip underscore file. Okay, so to it I have to give my let me give it a path, or let me call it capital path, and name of the zip file. So that will be zip underscore file. Okay, so that is the name of a zip file. So this zip file will be unzipped inside the folder here. So first of all, let me see that if that folder is available there. If it is not available there, I have to create it myself. Okay, so let me see here that if not os dot is, okay, I have to see either it is available or not. So, okay, sorry, this is in os.path. If the folder is available or not, and what is the name of the folder? So let me call it data2. If it is not available, so I have to make it. Okay, so I know the command which is used for creating the directories, and that is the makedir or makeDirs. So I have to use this single directory here. So it will create what? It will create for me data2. Okay, so now as it has been made here, so let me move down. It is created now. After it, what I have to do, I have to join the paths here. Okay, and use the same commands which I have used here. So now here the path is capital P. Okay, and the zip file which was there is now zip underscore file. Okay, and the data folder here is now the data2. Okay, which is created here. So the same procedure will be used here instead, and let me run it. Path is not different. So here Okay, so it is giving me that the path is not defined, so let me change it here again. Path is not defined. Let me change its name, path underscore file. Where is the path? Okay, so sorry, path underscore file, and similarly path underscore file. Why is it giving me the error? So let me change it into path. Okay, so now, oh, sorry, here I have made a mistake. Okay, so now here, let me run it. So it is now running without an error because of this indentation error. So after it, okay, let me use this unzip file function. To unzip file function, I have to give a path, and the path is this one, and the zip file here is again, which one is the zip file here? That is the file underscore zip. Okay, file underscore zip, file underscore zipped. Okay, so now let me change the name here, because this is now changing to file zip. File zip has been changed into file. So now let me run it, and now giving it the name of the path and then the file name here. Let me run it now. When it will be run, so we can see here that another data2 folder has been created, and inside of these two, another the same file has been unzipped. Okay, so that is all about the unzipping and accessing local data sets. Okay, so that is it, and I will see you in the next one.